Hi everyone, it's Aaron. Welcome back to the Book Brew. This is going to be my July wrap-up, coming to you on the very last day of July. In my TBR for this month, I was going to read chapters 3 through 7 of Attack on Titan. I made it all the way through chapter 15. This is just getting really exciting with the intrigue, subversion, politics. We don't know who the bad guy is. Oh, do we know if we're the good guys? I don't know that either. I love it. I've given them all 5 stars so far. Another manga I started reading is Knights of Sidonia. I've watched both seasons of this on Netflix twice now, and even going back to the beginning of the story, I love the characters of this story and the world so much. It is just a great story. I'm going to give it 5 stars, I imagine, too, going all the way through probably, because I like to read mangas as a series. And on to the novels. I did this one on audiobook. It was Ray Bradbury's The Martian Chronicles. Unfortunately, I've got to say that this book was overhyped to me. I understand where all the hype is coming from. I do get it. The beautifully poetic writing of Ray Bradbury, the wonderful and just great parallels to American expansionism and Manifest Destiny. It was all great, but it was just really boring. And if it wasn't on my list and it wasn't Bradbury, it's very possible that I would have DNF'd this story. I hate to say that, but I gave it 3 stars because it's Bradbury and it's withstood history, and so maybe I'll think on that one and give it another star. I'll see. I'm sorry. I'm worried I'm gonna hurt people's feelings with that. I don't mean to. All right, and then the other audiobook I did this month was Contact by Carl Sagan. This is an opera of a story that will just romance you with radio astronomy and all the elements of science that go with it. The way that Carl Sagan wrote Ellie to talk about her passion of science and to the point of it almost being spiritual. It's just a beautiful, beautiful read. I really like this book and I'm glad I finally got to it. All right, then the next novel I got to in July was The Moon is a Harsh Mistress by Robert A. Heinlein. This is the second book I've read by Robert Heinlein, and it's great. It's what I'd call a libertarian fairy tale. So Heinlein actually constructed this world where it's actually kind of plausible that a purist libertarian society could exist, and it's an adventure of revolution and seizing your own life for yourself and your fellow man or your fellow loony is what they call each other, the people that live on the lunar colony. I would recommend this book really to anyone because it doesn't have any heavy sci-fi elements in it, but it's still just a great, exciting story. The last book I read in July is Vernor Vinge's Fire Upon the Deep. This book is an absolute gem. I understand why I've never found it at the local used bookstore because it's just amazing. I have never read a book that was so well paced, so exciting, and still have such a deep of a world that doesn't have to bore you with explaining all the working elements of it. It flows just perfectly along with the story that you're just swept away from beginning to end. I recommend this to anyone. This is distant future science fiction. So even if you're more of a fantasy person, you will love this book, I guarantee it. Amazing, amazing story. Blew me away. It really shocked me how much I like this story. Honestly, I've been gushing about this book to everyone I see since I opened it. I just can't go on enough about it. So 5 stars, obviously. For this one. All right, and that was my July TBR. Go ahead and leave me some comments below, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.